And welcome back to 843 TV. We're with Bennett and Schiller Law Firm today, and we have the privilege of being in your lovely home and telling the viewers all the ways you get involved with the community. In our last segment, now we're going to talk about someone very special to you and your firm here.
Yeah, so one of our lawyers, Kevin Phillips, who's on Port Royal Town Council, he has decided to run for Port Royal Mayor. So we're real excited about that. So we have him here to kind of explain why he's involved in politics.
Yeah, let's start with telling your viewers quickly just about your background recap.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. So, well, as you heard, and we've talked many times before, one of the great things about Schiller and Hamilton is that, you know, we're personal injury lawyers, but it's not just a 9 to 5. It's a lifestyle. It's a calling. It's, you know, service to the community. You know, we've got one of our partners, Joel Hamilton of Schiller and Hamilton, you know, was on Rock Hills County Council for 2 terms over 8 years. We've also got another council member, David Bartholomew, that's on Beaufort County Council. Everyone in the firm is on some sort of board or, you know, local nonprofit, and that's really kind of ingrained in all of us to give back. So the law firm really has that culture. I think that's one of the reasons why we all fit so good together. But for me personally, I'm from Georgia. I went to the College of Charleston School of Law. That was kind of my introduction to the Lowcountry. I always joke and say that, you know, I had my Pat Conroy moment when I visited here and said, you know, that's where I want to live, that's where I want to go and build a home. And so moved here for the last 4 years. It's so crazy how fast time flies, but yeah, for the past 4 years, I've been on Port Royal's Town Council. It's been an absolute honor and a privilege. One of the greatest things I've done in my life and been able to do to represent people, their homes, you know, their families. So, you know, for 4 years I've been doing that and been taking it very serious. You could probably ask Bennett about how much time I miss from the office for, you know, council and community stuff.
Yeah, he's a professional volunteer. So when he came to me and said he was going to run for Port Royal, you know, I'm thinking, oh, great, this is awesome. But it's also a sacrifice for the firm because, you know, you know, he's gone a lot of times either campaigning or being at meetings. So Kevin, why don't you tell us, you know, why you decided to run for Port Royal Mayor?
So, well, the biggest thing is, you know, 4 years ago when I ran, you know, my motto was engaged leadership, active engaged leadership. And so I've spent the past 4 years really taking that serious. I've attended every single council meeting, every single public workshop, every single executive session. If there's something going on in Port Royal, if I'm not in the hospital, I'm probably there, you know. And
true statement.
And I really enjoy it. And so just spending time with people, you know, and talking to them in the community, and you could hear an overwhelming theme from a lot of our citizens, just about a frustration that they felt as though that, you know, they weren't being heard, you know, council was not representing them. I believe in this thing called America, and where we have a representative democracy. And so I decided to throw my hat in the ring and try to get in there and be the voice of the people of Port Royal. So,
what are some of the issues that are facing Port Royal?
So, well, one of the biggest ones in the downtown area is going to definitely be the port development and making sure that that stays on track, that that's done correctly. You know, whatever is built on this port, I know everyone's been waiting a very long time and there's a lot of excitement about it. However, we do need to be careful and cautious because once it's built, it's built. And whatever's made there is going to be a very defining, you know, characteristic entity for the town. So we got to make sure that that's done right. So working with those developers, staying on them, making sure that that's handled the best way it possibly can. Kind of the rapid development and growth that we've seen in our area. I think it's time to start having some conversations about that and seeing, you know, are we growing in the right ways? Where are we doing a good job? Where are we doing a bad job? Where can we assess that? And what changes can we make going forward? So those are kind of the big ones. I mean, there's always other stuff we need to be working on, you know, like we need to, you know, kind of pave the roads and work with the police and make sure that they have all the tools they need and our schools are good. And those are things that everybody agrees on. But the big things are really the port development and then just kind of the overall development and growth of Port Royal, the drastic, what we've seen over the past 10, 15, 20 years.
Everybody wants to live in the Lowcountry. So
I get it. Yeah.
That's for sure, indeed. So just a few more weeks till Election Day. So any last words you want to share with the viewers?
Thank you. Is the biggest one.
Just get out and vote.
Yeah, exactly. It's been amazing, the support. You know, you always, this is my second time campaigning. You get out there, you never know what's going to happen, and the support has been, overwhelming. It's amazing, to people that put signs in their yards, to wear the T-shirts, show up to the events, make donations. It means the world to me, and it really drives home why I'm doing it, why my family and why we're in this. We take it very serious, and people put a lot of trust in you. So we're going to do a great job, continue, and we're going to definitely win. But we just need everybody to vote November 7th, because I will say this: the last election in Port Royal was 18 votes made the difference. So these little elections get really close. So get out, bring yourself, bring your family, bring your neighbors, bring everybody you can to the polls on November 7th.
Well, we wish you the best in your next few weeks and as you pursue that endeavor. So you all stay right here, and we'll be back with more 843 TV.